20 Best Quotes from Indian Movie, The World of Apu, 1959. The World of Apu. Apur Sansar. The final film in Satyajit Ray's Apu Trilogy marks a pivotal moment in the life of Apu, as he navigates adulthood, relationships, and the complexities of fatherhood. The film is celebrated for its poignant portrayal of Apu's inner struggles and the trials of life. Apu, now a young man, is at a crossroads. He is an aspiring writer yet burdened by personal tragedies. His life takes a turn when he marries Aparna, and their subsequent journey into parenthood brings both joy and sorrow. A key theme in the film is the cyclical nature of life, where joy and suffering coexist. The death of Aparna shortly after childbirth is a turning point, leaving Apu to care for his son, symbolizing a new beginning for Apu despite the loss. The film's emotional depth is drawn from Apu's search for identity, meaning, and love in a world that often seems indifferent. The narrative emphasizes resilience, as Apu must face personal loss and transformation, learning to embrace his new responsibilities. Ray's exquisite direction and the poignant performances by Soumitra Chatterjee, Apu, and Sharmila Tagore, Aparna, make this film one of the most memorable in Indian cinema, a timeless meditation on life's complexities. Pulu. What do you know about love? You've never been within 10 yards of a girl. Pulu. So are you writing anything? What are you writing? Apurba Roy. A wonderful novel. Pulu. And you've kept it mum all this time? Apurba Roy. You know a good publisher. Pulu. All in good time. Apurba Roy. Listen to this. A young boy. A young boy. A village boy. Poor but sensitive. His father's a priest. The father dies. The boy comes to the city. He doesn't want to be a priest. He'll study. He's ambitious. He studies. Through his education and struggles, we watch as he sheds his old superstitions and fixed views. He questions everything and takes nothing on trust. Yet he has imagination and sensitivity. Little things move him and bring him joy. Perhaps he has greatness in him, the ability to create, but Pulu, he doesn't make it. Apurba Roy. That's right. But it doesn't end there. It's not a tragedy. He does nothing great. He remains poor, in want. But he never turns away from life. He doesn't run away. He wants to live. He says living itself brings fulfillment and joy. He wants to live. Landlord, you're an educated man. You have pictures of great men on the wall. But when it comes to the rent, you hem and haw. Neighbor and quat, Mr. Roy and quat. Tell me, why don't you ever get mail? Does no one write to you? Not even a girlfriend? It would be nice to open a love letter by mistake. Really? Just as well. Put it off as long as you can. Don't get embroiled in matrimonial complications. I speak from experience. Apurba Roy. Who's there? Landlord. Good morning. Apurba Roy. Good morning. Sit down. Landlord. Is there any point in sitting down? Apurba Roy. At least it will rest your legs. After all those stairs. Landlord. I didn't climb the stairs so I could rest my legs. Apurba Roy. Coolna. Are you crazy? Pulu, you'll love it there. A rustic village. Boats floating down the river. Endless fields of grass and rice. Paths winding through bamboo groves and mango orchards. What do you say? And trees full of birds. Magpies, bulbuls, nightingales. And at nightfall, crickets and fireflies, jackals, and kerosene lamps. No electricity. Tempting. Have I hit a weak spot? So, you'll come, right? Wedding guest. The curse turned into a blessing. Your daughter hasn't worshipped Shiva in vain. Pulu's aunt, and what a blessing. The moment I saw him, I felt he was nearer to me than my own kin. Apurba Roy, I have no house of my own, nothing. No home, no hearth. No income. No future. Pulu. An oil cooker. Doing your own cooking? Apurba Roy, yeah. I'll cook for you sometime. Rice and boiled potatoes. Pulu, are you writing anything? Any new poems? Apurba Roy, you're such a Philistine. Pulu, a Philistine? Apurba Roy, engineering is all you know. You'll go abroad and get your degree, then settle down here with a nice fat salary. Pulu, so I'm a Philistine. Office associate. I don't know what your wife is like, but mine. I mean, I like them. A little feisty. I like them to be a little quarrelsome. A little saucy. Know what I mean? I like them a bit mischievous and smart. It adds spice to a marriage. My wife's just the opposite. Apurba Roy. Really? Office associate. Never quarrels. Nothing for dinner. She won't say a word. Nothing to wear. She won't complain. Say right. She goes right. Say left. She goes left. Utterly bland and insipid. Life is nothing but a series of struggles. What is important is not the struggle, but the learning, and quote. The world is made up of relationships, and in every relationship, we give and take, and quote. I don't believe in fate, but I believe in destiny, and quote. The time will come when you will understand that everything happens for a reason, and quote. We learn from the people we meet, and sometimes we learn the most from the ones we lose, and quote. One must always be true to oneself, even when it seems impossible, and quote. We search for happiness everywhere, but happiness is always found within, and quote. You can't escape your own destiny, no matter how hard you try, and quote. Every decision, every choice we make defines who we are, and quote. The pain of loss is not something that can be easily forgotten, and quote. We are all bound by our circumstances, but it is our spirit that defines us, and quote. When you have nothing left, you realize the value of what you had, and quote. Nothing in life is permanent. Everything is fleeting, and quote. Our greatest strength lies in our ability to rise above the difficulties we face, and quote. In the face of sorrow, love is the only thing that can heal, and quote. You must have the courage to follow your heart, no matter the consequences, and quote. Every life is a journey, and every journey is worth living, and quote. The past is gone, but it leaves its marks on us forever, and quote. We are the architects of our own happiness, and quote. To live is to love. To love is to suffer, but suffering is the path to understanding. Apurba Roy. That's right.